So Tornjordans is a semi-well-known Twitch streamer who found herself in some really hot drama on Twitter just a few days ago. She had a live meltdown going off at popular entertainer Ricky Berwick in a now deleted stream heavily criticizing him and his supporters for his newly released merch, because she found his choice of design very offensive. So if you don't know who Ricky Berwick is, he's a really successful entertainer and comedian, mainly posting short skits and videos onto his YouTube channel, which has gathered over 2 million subscribers over the 4 years he's been doing YouTube. Now his style of comedy is incredibly special. The first thing you might notice about him is probably his odd appearance. That is due to him suffering from a disability, leading to his body being deformed. His particular style of humor kind of plays into that, so some critics disapprove of him because they find his content degrading. But I feel like him being able to make fun of his situation and be entertaining is definitely not meant in a degrading way. He acts silly to bring joy to people. I feel like it's actually something positive. Many people, especially other individuals who might suffer from disabilities, can look up to. This guy's honestly a badass for achieving all he did despite his unfortunate circumstances. So much love to him, even though he'll never see this. Now, what did he do to make this Twitch streamer come after him? Well, he recently released some new merch for his audience, and she did not approve on it one bit. So you can see the design here. I'll link it in the description as well. Most of these are obviously in a very special style depicting Ricky Berwick or something closely associated with him, and I'm sure most Ricky Berwick fans probably approve of his merch. However, this design is the one which sparked controversy. As you can probably see, this design has a certain R word on it, and Twitch streamer Tornjordans freaked out about this. So we'll go through the entire video and try to dissect her points in order to refute her statements, since, in my opinion, she essentially just wants to cancel Ricky Berwick.
You don't take responsibility for all the people that follow you who are totally healthy, that sit there and call people who I work with the R word. You don't care about that at all. But you want to sit there and say, oh, I'm making content for people so they can laugh. I'm making content for people so they can have an escape. What happens to the people that fucking don't know you, that don't have an escape, that your followers go after and call fucking the R word? What happens to them?
So this already starts out pretty fucking stupid, because Ricky Berwick has merged with the R word on it. She automatically concludes that every Ricky Berwick fan will now go out of their way to call disabled people that word, and that he doesn't care. Now, why would anyone even think about doing that? You either don't buy the merch at all, or you get it to support Ricky Berwick. There's no offense on any disabled people by that. I mean, any reasonable person, even if they want to wear this shirt, wouldn't think of just going to a disabled person or someone calling them the R word because of it. And she doesn't have any proof of this. She doesn't bring any sources. And she just assumes Ricky Berwick fans go after disabled people. So first point, no evidence, and makes no sense. Moving on.
You're a sick human being, and you have way more going on than just your physical disabilities. I hope you get help. Seriously, I really do. I really hope you get help. Because you don't care about anybody in any community besides yourself, your fucking pockets, and what's gonna make you money. You're pathetic.
These are again just all wrong assumptions. How would she know that Ricky Berwick doesn't care about people, when all he does is provide entertainment? Also, the whole money argument doesn't make a lot of sense either, since firstly, he didn't promote his merch all that much on his main platform, except his community tab, and secondly, I feel like $25 is a reasonable price for one's merch. If you compare it, for example, with Dream's merch, you can kind of see that it has a lot more value to it. So I highly doubt that he makes much of it anyways, since his main source of income is obviously YouTube. Also, you're an ego streamer complaining about someone else earning money. The double standard is immense.
The thing that makes you pathetic, and I really honestly, I liked you for a minute. I really honestly liked you for a minute. I did. I swear to God, I did. Because I would love to have a big content creator with a disability that can make content and make it meaningful.
The thing about Ricky Berwick is that he is a successful creator despite his disability and his shortcomings. They don't have to define him, so who are you to tell him what he can and cannot do? If he's fine with people saying the R word, why would he even care? it doesn't affect you. I get that you can be empathetic towards disabled people, but if none of them have any problems with this, then why do you? You had a way easier and more normal life than Ricky Berwick, but you still act like you're the moral compass.
It's fucking disgusting, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what else you or your followers have to say. It's disgusting. It really is.
Ah yes, everyone who doesn't completely share my opinion is absolutely wrong and a degenerate. She definitely knows how arguments and having discussions work. Now jumping onto the worst part.
The crazy thing about it is they're trying to compare it to black people saying nigga. Like, black people say the N-word, don't they? Oh my god, they reclaim the word, blah, blah, blah. We don't call each other niggers. We don't, yo, what's up, my nigger? What you doing? You know, how you doing, bruh? No, we don't say that. We don't say that shit because that word specifically has hurtful meaning to it.
This is very weird coming from a black person, but her whole comparison makes no sense. She can't be out here trying to tell us that black people don't use the N-word regularly. White people usually don't and shouldn't, but black people occasionally do. I don't see a problem if it's used by a black person. Just like Ricky Berwick telling people it's okay to call him the R-word. So her last argument is really weak as well. So in conclusion, she had a horrible take to give and she's getting understandable backlash on social media for this. From looking at some of these tweets, you can see that majority of people don't support her on this, which is most likely a good thing. Other YouTubers also came to Ricky Berwick's defense, like Boogie2988, who created a very good response, which I'm also gonna play because it ties in nicely with some of my points, even though he doesn't wear a shirt for some reason.
You know what, Ricky? I like to think I'm definitely one of your followers, but I also like to think I'm one of your biggest fans. I'm certainly your fattest fan, but that said, I did not buy the Retard Station shirt because I wouldn't be comfortable wearing that shirt. And I know, absolutely, because we've been friends for a while, I can call you a retard all I want, but that gives me no delusion that I could walk up to some special needs kid or some guy in a wheelchair in the mall and call him that word. I'm not going to do that. I absolutely would not do that. I think this woman is baselessly wrong. You're not giving anybody permission to call somebody else that shit. You're giving me permission to call you that. And I will. I love you, you fucking retard.
So yeah, that's basically the whole situation covered. You can share your opinions on the topic in the comments and let's have a discussion about it.